On completing the implicit bias race test, it was indicated that I have a slight automatic preference for European Australians. Although I do not agree with this statement, I understand everyone harbours unconscious biases. People of all backgrounds experience unconscious preferences surrounding gender, race, sexual orientation, and other aspects of identity. It is recognised that most people favour the groups of which they are a member of, despite claiming they have no preference at all. Therefore, I understand how it is possible that I have involuntarily developed this bias without any awareness of it. Growing up in an Anglo-Australian community, I didn't have an extensive amount of exposure to diverse cultures. I recognise that my minimal knowledge of other cultures may have contributed to the development of this outlined unconscious bias. As a pre-service teacher, I am aware that Australia's student population is both culturally and linguistically diverse. I understand that each classroom I encounter will contain students from various racial, ethnic, cultural, and socio-economic backgrounds. Education in Australia endeavours to celebrate diversity as it emphasises the importance of accepting, accommodating, and catering for the needs of all students as individuals. Upholding any biases, unconscious or not, will have an influence on my teaching. It would not only impact my ability to effectively support different students' social, emotional, physical, and spiritual needs, but also determine the level of inclusivity present within my classroom. It is understood that a teacher's beliefs and ideologies are manifested through their educational strategies and treatment of students. Teachers who project their biases within the classroom risk diminishing their students' dignity, sense of self-worth, and belonging. These unconscious beliefs could jeopardise an equitable classroom culture in which all students can equally participate and prosper. The goal of equity must be to create conditions that allow all to reach their full potential. If a teacher allows a bias to interfere with this, they are neglecting their responsibility to create and maintain a supportive and safe learning environment for all students. Identifying our unconscious biases is crucial. Being aware of their existence allows us the opportunity for personal growth and development. When we speak openly about unconscious biases, we can reduce the attached stigma and increase awareness of the potential issues they may cause. Through this, we can begin to understand that unconscious biases are not deliberate and do not retract from our own goals and intentions. Having this awareness allows us to examine and understand our biases more freely and develop strategies to overcome them. To eliminate our unconscious biases, we can take the initiative to further educate ourselves about diverse cultures. The goals of schools and teachers should be about achieving greater inclusion, justice, and equity for marginalised groups. By obtaining an in-depth understanding of different cultural beliefs and values, we can become more confident in successfully teaching students from diverse cultures. When we are knowledgeable on our students' backgrounds, we can create a more relevant pedagogy in which we acknowledge that inequality is prevalent in schools and commit to seeking change that challenges discrimination and benefits all students irrespective of their cultural backgrounds. Unconscious biases can also be reduced through forming positive relationships with our students, their families, and their communities. It is understood that a teacher's effectiveness is connected to their deep-seated beliefs about their students' intelligence, character, and potential. Through developing constructive relationships with our students and their communities, we can begin to better understand their racial, ethnic, and class backgrounds. This knowledge will assist us in rejecting our biases and allow us to embrace a belief that students from all backgrounds can learn and flourish equally. Such relationships will ensure that we as teachers can appropriately adjust our classroom pedagogy to better support the social, emotional, physical, and spiritual needs of all learners in our classroom.